that either things are okay or things will be okay. That's the goal. So right now, what I want to do is I would like to study some music, continue studying some music. I've been going through the open music theory exercises just to sort of get a bigger grasp on music theory in general. This is removed from music theory, like exploring music theory, or this is not the same thing as creating music and getting over my fear of creating music. So the way that I'm doing this is accumulating a certain amount of dishonesty, because it is I'm feigning to myself that the analytical part is somehow more important than the creative part, and they are kind of like two different things, different parts of the brain. So the more I study analytically, which is the way that I love to study, because I treat everything like a puzzle. I treat everything like a something that can be solved and has a correct solution. I love thinking about things like that. And the more I really get into that, the often I will develop fear of really, doing art for its own sake, or really open to exploration, which is like a really important part of art. It is half the battle of art. So I'm really good at this first analytical battle. I excel at this, and the second half, I'll get there. And I've been developing. I'm not really worried about this because I have been working with myself. I've spent a long time trying to figure out how to best get through that fear. I've been developing strategies, methodologies. So I think I will be okay. And I also want to sort of, I think fear also creates maybe more interesting content. So once I really get into like creating in front of an audience and letting people see my process, I think hopefully that'll be a little bit entertaining. That's my expectation. Also helps that I enjoy talking. I really enjoy talking. I really like talking, maybe more than the average person. I want to stream. His thing is that I would love to stream like all day. I would love to stream all day. I have to take care of my vocal cords. I have to make sure that my vocal cords are okay, because I like talking too much. I want to figure out, maybe see if I can look up how, talking the entire day, how can I still keep my vocal cords healthy? Maybe I just taking breaks every other day. We'll see. Right now, I'm gonna duplicate my writing academy scene, like the way I've set that scene out. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to call this music academy just for me. For some reason, the smoke thing, where's my smoke video? Where'd this go? Try to find that. Okay. I think I'm gonna replace this. I think I'm gonna I kind of like this, but I do I don't know. I think we can do better than this. This is like, it's cool. It's cool. I know I can do better. And I also want to think about, I don't know, just like I really want to do this slowly, but I want to think about the aesthetic of my channel and the aesthetic of what it is that I do, because I would like to be a doggy. That would be great. I would love to be a little doggy. I would like people to see me as a doggy. I really want that experience. However, I also don't want to do that if it is because I'm also trying to run away from something. Oh, my Amazon delivery. got delivered. Oh, I gotta get that. Sorry, it's like cheese. I don't want that too. No, I ordered cheese on Amazon. Yes, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What else was I was gonna say something. What I was gonna say was that I also okay, I need to feed my cat. I haven't fed her today yet, and she's sleeping. So I'll need to feed her today. So I'll be jumping up for that. Hopefully not too much. And also, I what else was I gonna say? I was going to say, oh yeah. I also, like I said, I'm really tired. I'm a very tired boy today. I really wish I got more sleep and I didn't. I'm a very tired boy. And I'm gonna be making lots of coffee today. So hopefully I don't have to get up like once for that, but you know, just I don't know why I'm mourning that as if I'm not allowed to get up during a stream. Not allowed to live a life. I wonder if there's something I can do to sort of improve the lights in this room. I really want this room to be a bit brighter. That'd be cool. So yeah, I want to do the best I can at portraying myself as a person. Once I get really good at that, then I think I would like to try being a VTuber, PNG tuber, or whatever. Like I want to try being a dog. I would like to be a doggy. That would be really fun. I really would appreciate that. So I'm sort of letting go of that for now because they are, I think, some things that are more important than that. I think developing a relationship between you and me is having you sort of see what I look like, my mannerisms, my facial expressions. Like that's also pretty important. That is going to be very important. Some people are also turned off by that. So like some furries are turned off by seeing furries, like the face behind the furry, for example. That is a or you know, knowing that I'm a furry is I don't know. It feels threatening. It feels threatening to me. Like feels threatening to me. Like I at least know like no, like I want to see the furry. I don't want to see the person. Don't ruin the illusion. So I have to sort of like walk that barrier too. So I think I'm going to try lots of different things in the course of the foreseeable future. I'm just going to try whatever I can, make something out of it, see what sticks, see what makes me happy. So that being said, let's do some music studying. Let me set a timer for, let's do this for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think. That's, yeah, let's pause that. So we're gonna set timer for 2.5 hours. For some reason, there we go. Let's set that, have that over there. And then today we're gonna do something a little bit different. So I have a remarkable tablet here, which is what I've been using to do these exercises. This is not a good use of money. Don't get one. I will open the Open Music Theory notebook. We're gonna, oh, okay. I accidentally titled this, oh dear. I titled this this stream as Inversion. We're not doing Inversion today. We're doing 7th chords. Let's look at, let's see here. Where would we do this? Say, this is 7th chords. Yeah, let's update that. Then do I want to, I'm gonna just put this on stream. I'm also going to put this, yeah, I'm just gonna start broadcasting it, you know, anybody could maybe join. Let's do, I'm going to activity privacy. Yeah. Should we? I don't know. I'm like scared. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna write this on Blue Sky. Still not sure if how to announce this. As I'm still figuring out. Right now I am streaming. Streaming. I will be doing exercises, open music. Doing exercises. I am doing exercise. It's from Open Music Theory. For me. Okay, so this is what I'm going to post on Blue Sky. It is still not sure if how to announce this. I'm still figuring out what works best for me. Right now I'm streaming. I'm doing exercises from Open Music Theory. I'm gonna end this with like a, I don't know, just like a little like thing, little end card. I want to say the road. I want to say this. I want to say what exploring. Bring out this Twitch thing. Okay, let's write that. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. I posted it on my Discord. Sorry, not my Discord, on my Blue Sky. And on Discord, all I'm going to do is I'm going to just have an overlay. Not an overlay. I want to like just, I think it's authorized apps, connections. That's where we're looking for. So connections. Okay. We're going to add Twitch. Oh, that's another thing, is I want to change my Twitch email because it's still using my old email. I don't want that. So let's go, let's see, settings. We're doing a lot right now. Okay, we're doing quite a few things. Let's go to settings and privacy. I would like to change my email because it's using my old email, which has not my dead name. My old name is not my dead name. It just is the name. Well, I guess it kind of is one. It just like, it's the name that I like that. I like the name. I'm not necessarily offended when I'm called by that name, but this new name, Serious Goob, this name has a purpose that is extremely important to me, and I would like to communicate that as much as I can. So I've changed my email for Twitch. I like that. Now, oh, it's already on. Okay, I already have Serious Goob on my Twitch. Does it show that I'm streaming? Like, I might have to, it might only show next time. So it might not show right now. Oh, well, that's fine. Let me see. So what I do right now is I want my Discord account to just say that I'm streaming. And it's because I want the possibility of people I know showing up on my stream. I don't want that to necessarily happen. I just want that possibility to exist because I think that that'll create some interesting conflict in my end, you know, just like anxiety, worry. And I think that can, as long as it doesn't get too much, as long as it doesn't debilitate you, I think those feelings are very empowering for creating stuff. Like that's why some people really excel when they're on stage, and why when you're on stage, you never really get rid of your, sometimes it gets easier over time. But like you still get nervous when you go on stage. And I think the way that people who are on stage who really excel, it's not that they don't feel nervous, is that they know that, or they have faith that their nervousness will like, as long as they don't fight it, as long as they embrace it, that nervousness will end up either empowering them, or I mean, it's the fuel that turns on the creative, or maybe not fuel, but it's the engine, I guess, fuel engine, whatever, it that powers a creative mind. It really does. Because fear thinks, fear, nervousness, anxiety, those things think very quickly. They think very, very quickly, faster than you normally can. And that's really that's really powerful. That's awesome, because then when you feel something, like when you sort of feel like a sensation, like, oh, I want to do this thing, would this thing be weird? I don't want to weird out my audience. When you have that thought, like, I wanted to do this thing, but I'm afraid it'd be too weird. That's how you know what thoughts to pursue. It's that sort of anxiety. It's that sort of worry. So when every time you feel like, oh, I don't want to do this thing, I'm scared of it, that's the moment to do it. That's when you do it. Like fear in that way can sort of act as either as a signal or as a direction for you. You don't have to pick a direction. That's a great thing about fear, is you no longer have to decide what to do. You can just follow fear. You can just follow the direction that fear gives you. And that I don't know, like whether we do, I don't know how much acting school teaches that, or just like school in general teaches that, I don't know, but fear is like the greatest thing you can have as like a creator, especially as an improviser. But you want that fear to, you don't want it to debilitate you. You have to, if it does debilitate you, you probably need to change your relationship with it. You need to work on changing your relationship with it first, before you really get into art. And the good news is that, it's a lot like lifting, where if you are someone who's really fat, that's sort of like, okay, here's a parallel. Like if you experience a lot of fear, you're also someone who, like, I'm putting a parallel of someone who has a lot of fear and someone who's really fat. Someone who's really fat has a gift, which is that they're able to put on weight easily. That is a huge gift. Like, this is not something that fat people realize if they then, decide to become fit, if they then decide to become like muscular, is that if you can put on weight easily, that means that you can put on muscle a lot more easily than most people can. It is like it is an awesome superpower if you can get fat, or if you are fat. It just means that, like, you can grow. Yeah, you know how to eat. You know how to eat more than you want necessarily need to. And that is like something that, a lot of skinny people, a lot of lifters would die for. They would like don't take it for granted. In a similar vein, if you experience, for somebody who experienced a lot of fear, all right, that I think is a very similar superpower, where once you master it, once you do change your relationship with fear, once you do really control it and tame it and surrender to it, once you really do that, then your art will explode. Like, you don't even have to worry about just all the things that like the climb of art, the mountain climb of it, like the grueling, the training and all that. Like, of course that will come once you understand and tame your fear. Like, all that will come. But in the moment, it just might not feel, it might feel like you're very far behind because you're just so, you're too afraid to start, you're too afraid to really like really try to get into something. And so if you experience a lot of fear, you just might feel like you are very far behind compared to your peers. I really don't think you should feel behind. I think you are you are setting the foundation and the groundwork or the groundwork for incredible work. Like this is what it takes to lay that foundation. This is what it takes to build, to be able to maximize your potential. It's this whole thing. This is not a waste of time. You're never wasting your time. So take that, take that moment and just have faith. You have to have faith. No matter what, no matter how bad things get, no matter how much you don't believe in yourself, no matter what is holding you back, it's never going to feel like you know what you're doing. It's never going to feel like things are getting better. So don't chase that feeling. Don't chase the feeling where you think you're actually getting good. Don't chase it. You can never rely on it. The only thing you can really rely is in faith. And this is why faith is really important. Like you really just faith. Faith is not rational, but we need it because this is the journey of art. The experience of art is never rational. Creating something is not a rational thing to do. It is an expense in calories and an expense in cognitive strain that otherwise makes no sense. And yet we do it anyway. And yet we die for it. Like we take this journey anyway, even though it makes no rational reason to, because it's fun, because we need to. It doesn't make any sense, so don't let it make sense. Don't force logic into something like this. Anyway. What are we here to do? We are here to, oh yeah, we're here to, we're doing, okay. So this stream is gonna be in two parts. First, I'm gonna read through what the heck 7th cards are, because I have no idea what the heck that is. And then once I get, once I understand it, we're gonna go through as many of the exercises as I can, hopefully all of them. And we will see what that looks like. We'll see, if will it be interesting? Will it be good? Will it be fun? That's not even a priority. That is not a thing that is relevant to me in this moment. The only thing that is relevant to me is doing the thing. That is all that matters. If I start to worry about anything else, things will stop getting done. So let's not even think about what is good or bad or whatever. Okay. Right now, I would like to share my screen using this thing. Do I see a screen share? I think I do. Then we're gonna open music theory. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. This is crazy. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna try to share what it is that I'm seeing. Firstly, we're going to put this. We're going to maybe set this over here maybe. Yeah. All right, we'll just do that for now. Then we're going to add a, would this be this would be a window capture, and call this remarkable share. It's pretty good. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is a remarkable screen share. We're gonna close. We're gonna try to do that. Is this updating? What? Whatever. We're gonna put this. Okay. I don't think this is like updating. Okay, this is definitely not updating. Maybe, okay, let's delete this. Would it be window captured? We're gonna figure this out together. Let's try another window capture. And once again, call this remarkable. What? But it's not updating. Like, am I crazy? Why isn't the OBS window up? Am I stupid? Okay. Just close that. So what we're gonna, I guess, instead do is a display capture. I guess I actually don't know what else to do for this. So we're just gonna do a display capture. And then we're gonna move this up here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's, I mean, yeah. I think that's probably about as good as that's gonna get. I'm gonna move this down here. And then I also want to open up the Open Music Theory website. This is 7 parts. So let me, oh, this is not the website I wanted actually. What I wanted, I think I have it here. Should have it in my, what's it called? There we go. 7th chords. Open Music Theory. Why is... There you go. So, at least for this, what I can do for this is that I can actually share my screen, like my browser window for this. So I might... Let's see here. I'm gonna do a window capture. Call this. Whoa. This is okay. The colors are a little bit off. What is happening? Maybe if I do. Okay, if I do force SDR, that's not cutting it. Okay, weird. So let's remove that. So let's instead do maybe browser. This is going to be another display capture, I guess. All right. I guess that's fine. I am so tired. I'm like actually so tired. Okay. So we're just going to have this, I guess, open here. So maybe just do that. And then just like have this tablet over here. Is this a good way to do this? I feel like I can do better. Put this over here. Let's put this over here. Here we go. Okay. That could work. Okay, this is pretty ugly. But like I don't want to spend too much time on this. Like I have to kind of train myself to be okay with imperfection so that I can actually move on to doing the more important things. So we're gonna leave it like that for now. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this plays out. So what the heck is the seventh chord? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. So like triads, the notes of a seventh chord can always be arranged in thirds on adjacent lines or spaces of the staff. If a triad in a close spacing looks like a snow person, then the seventh chord in close spacing looks like an extra long snow person. I like that description. So, okay, so it's this. That's good to know. Can this play? The music here isn't playing, which is interesting. So root, third, fifth, seventh. I think that I understand. Okay. So the 5 most common qualities of seventh chord: major, 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 minor, 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 half diminished. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, okay. What the? Okay, let me see if I can remember what these are. Okay. So when you the it's the unison, the first, fourth, fifth, and eighth are all perfects. Then the second, third, sixth, seventh are either majors or minors, depending if they're so if it's in the major chord, then it's a major, and it's like diminished, then it's a minor, and then if it's diminished again, then that's diminished. And if it's augmented above a major, then it's augmented. But if it's a perfect, if it's a perfect interval, then increasing it once will just turn it into augmented, and decreasing it once will turn it into diminished. So it's only when in the non-perfect intervals where you have a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so there are major okay. All right. I am going to take a break. I think I need coffee. I need coffee. Oh, you can see my handwriting. Oh, you can. Oh my God, guys. I write like a child. Like I do not have good handwriting. I write like a actual child. So I'm gonna say handwriting is also something that I actually want to get better at. That's a thing I do want to have like a little series on, like just improving my handwriting. I need coffee. So we okay. that's a so what I actually need is I need to have a little transition, like a little scene that says that when I'm drinking coffee or not, or when I'm taking a little break. That's what I really need. So maybe I'll like set that up. Should I set that up right now? Let's do it. I just like not even worry about it. Okay, let's write coffee break. Okay. So we're gonna delete all of this in my coffee break scene. Yes. And then I'm just gonna add a little text. Add source. Coffee break. Where'd it go? What? Why is it so tall? Okay. Okay, I don't know what I just did. Let's try that again. Okay. Text. Text. Coffee. Oh, there we go. Coffee break. Okay. All right. That's what that's gonna be. All right. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I really don't. I'm really. What am I feeling right now? I do want to do this. I do want to study this. So it wouldn't be totally honest for me to say that I don't want to study this. I don't want to do this right now because I do. I will. I've been very excited to do today's streaming. However, I'm also I think because I'm tired, because I didn't get enough sleep, and also because this is like pretty cognitively draining. You're never going to really feel like, at least I'm never going to really feel like in the moment of me doing something like this, like, oh, this is what I want to do. I just kind of have to assume or have faith in the fact that once I finish it, I will not only recall this experience well, like I will like I will remember the experience of doing this fondly, but also that like I like it, like it'll be fun. Like this is fun. For some reason it's like hard to recognize when you're having fun in the moment if it's not the type of fun that you expect to have. Like unexpected fun is really hard. It can be really difficult to capture or understand that is what you're going through, because it's sort of clashing with what you think fun is supposed to be. Even if you recognize, like I recognize that this will be fun, like I know this will be fun, and yet there's something about this process right now of having to get either the courage or the energy to really go through with this, that I or maybe that we see that roadblock, we feel that roadblock, and it is overwhelmingly powerful. It's and like and it's like it's a huge it's an an Empire State height roadblock that you have in front of you. It's impossible to see over. It's impossible to see the joy and the fun that you'll get as a result. But this roadblock isn't real. It's not a real, like, you can, I mean, it's a valid one, and it's a reasonable one, and there's a reason why people struggle with these things so much, like the amount of courage that you need to be able to really go through something like trying out something new, trying out something that leaves you vulnerable. That there's a lot of courage there. So I really don't want to trivialize that courage, but it isn't a real, like, it's not real. The roadblock in front of you, it's not a tangible problem. It's just, I don't, there's something, I mean, I guess besides just like the cognitive strain, the caloric use of your brain. The brain does use a lot of calories, and maybe that's also why I find snacking while studying to be very helpful, because you can snack all you want, and it feels like you're getting somewhere. I don't know where I'm going with that. My snacks are coffee. That's my snack. I snack. That's my snack is coffee. I never eat physical snacks. I'm always drinking coffee. Okay, so got 4.5 hours of sleep. That's enough. That is more than enough. We can do this. We can do this stupid website assignment thing. So we're looking at okay, so we've got So we have 5. It's a most common qualities of the 7th chord, which means there are other qualities. So, you know, fuck me. Music is I don't okay. So a chord for a 7th chord symbol for 7th chord begins with the letter of the triad's root, followed by an indication of the quality of its triad and 7th. Okay, I see. Because you're right, like it's like the first 3 has like a quality. Like the first 3 notes, the first, 3rd, and 5th notes all have like there's different qualities to it. Like you can have like a major, a minor, diminished, and augmented, or you know, whatever thing you're doing there. But then also you're adding on the 7th chord. So that makes sense that we have so many different qualities and why we have major, 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 minor, 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 half diminished, and fully diminished. Okay, the fact that there's no augmented surprises me, but I guess we'll see why. Major, major 7th chord is a major triad. Oh, here we go. So the major, major 7th chord is the same as a major triad, where the 7th is also the major 7th. So minor 7th. So that's why this is a major minor 7th chord, because the major, okay. So the first part is, this is like the triad, and this is the 7th quality. And we've got F MA7, F7, F minor 7th, F diminished 7th, half diminished. Okay, so there's a half diminished and there's a fully diminished. I also forgot that a diminished symbol is a little dot. I really did not remember that. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about this. So yeah, minor triad plus minor 7th. Is there minor major? No. So is a diminished triad plus a minor 7th. And a fully diminished is a diminished triad plus a diminished 7th. Right, because the 7th note is still the interval between the 1st and the 7th note is a major / minor interval. It's not a perfect one, so that's why. The major major is often called the major 7th. The major minor is often called the dominant 7th. What the hecky was the dominant? That was the 5th one? I think dominant is the 5th one. Minor minor 7th chord is also often called the minor 7th. So fully diminished is often called diminished. The minor minor is often called the minor. The major minor is the dominant 7th. Okay. Major 7th. This is a major minor. Or the dominant 7th. Why is it called a dominant 7th chord? What's it saying here? So for example, a B flat minor 7th is a chord symbol for a 7th chord with a B flat minor triad and a minor 7th. What is this? What are we saying here? Is a chord symbol for 7th chord with a B minor triad and a minor 7th. Root 7th chord has an accidental. You add that accidental to its name. Right. So the G half diminished seventh chord. This is an inversion. Okay. All right. We're not gonna look at inversions right now, but I do at least understand what inversions are, which is a. I'm kind of I'm pretty proud of myself for that because inversions are tricky. Um, over there. Okay. Listen carefully to the different qualities of seventh chord in example 4. It is common to pair expressive qualities of seventh chords and learning what they sound like. I think of a major, or just major seventh chords as sounding happy and jazzy, dominant seventh chords as sounding unresolved, and then minor seventh chords as sad and jazzy. Half diminished seventh chords as scary and jazzy. Wow. That. Okay, that's crazy. I'm gonna just play this. Where's example 4? Okay, this is example 4. That's major, major. So that's happy, jazzy. The second one is unresolved. The one is sad and jazzy, scary and jazzy, and then fully diminished is very scary. Very interesting. Happy and jazzy. Is this sad and jazzy? This is dominant seventh. This is unresolved. This idea of unresolved is really interesting to me. Like this must exist in other mediums, like in art or even in like game dev, like this idea of like there being like resolved and unresolved chords or just on moments. I'm trying to think of like in art, how do you how do you sort of cultivate a relationship between what is resolved and unresolved? And obviously, in art you can do like you can have soft edges or you can like um yeah, soft edges is like my first thought. You can also like resolved edges or unresolved edges. Uh, but then what's interesting to me here. It's like you can then like resolve something towards something that is happy, or it can resolve something towards something that is sad. And I don't know quite how that works in art, especially like in the context of like colors. How can you? Are there colors that are unresolved? In art, there must be. Like, there must be, like, when you're making a palette, like, these hues are resolved, these hues are unresolved, and that must exist. And if it doesn't, maybe it doesn't, because in art, like, each color individually doesn't form anything, but it's like the combination of colors that creates meaning. And I guess, I mean, the same applies in music. Like, there must be palettes that feel unresolved or gradients that feel unresolved. And then there must be gradients that feel resolved. I guess, okay. So now my brain is connecting dots. Oh boy, this is not good. This is not this is not good. It's not good for you, not good for me, because now I'm just gonna start yapping and I've got assignments to do. Let me like open Photoshop real quick. Yeah, we're just gonna open Photoshop real quick. This is a good idea. This is probably not a good idea. This is probably a bad idea. Oh, oh, don't look at that. That's secret. It's not that secret. Um, okay, let's just do that. Okay. Okay. Got Photoshop open. And if you have, let's say we've got, let's come up with a palette right now. I'm not very good at coming up with palettes, I should say. So like I'm really not a color expert. Um I just want like a simple brush, please and thank you. Okay. Let's do this. And then let's do like I'm noticing something. I'm noticing something. Like this feels, should this hue be kind of in the middle? Like this feels more resolved maybe than like if I do this. Okay. So the question is can I bring this to be somehow more happy? Like what's a color I can bring here to make these colors feel more happy? What can I do here to do that? I'm thinking like we could do like a like something very saturated. Dude, my brain is not was not ready for this. This is not okay. There we go. That kind of feels like more like happier. Dude, I'm not okay right now. I'm like not okay right now because oh my god, that hurts. That hurts my brain. That hurts. That's hurting my brain because I'm so I'm like so sick of like making dots and connections across different disciplines. Like I mean I'm sick of it, but I'm gonna keep doing it because I have to. Because one, my brain does it anyway. I can't help myself, but also because like this is my like what I think I'm like really here to do on this earth is to you know do learn as much as I can about like different processes of creation. And the thing is that it really hurts. Like it really hurts my brain because mm, it's like it just I can feel my neurons connecting. And it doesn't I mean it's cool, it's fun, but it's a little overwhelming. It's a little overwhelming. So I'm going to just drink some water. Let's look at this poster. Let's look at this poster for a second. Where are the like what feels happy? What here? Sorry. Which parts of this poster feel happy? Which parts of this poster feel sad? Or and which parts feel unresolved? Which parts feel scary? And how does it become resolved? So like if we look at this in isolation, these colors, I think like these feel resolved, these feel less resolved. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's look at it like this. So this feels resolved. Sorry, unresolved. Like, well, here we go. These parts, this harsh pink to this blue kind of feels less resolved. This feels more resolved. So I can see that. It's like it's committing to something. Here it's kind of like it was committing to something. Sorry. I don't have a good way to like, okay. Let's do okay. 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 This is less resolved right here. This is less resolved. This is more resolved. This is less resolved. And the how does this transition to like here right now we're I think that the emotion we're getting is like awe or wonder. So this feels resolved. Like this part feels more resolved. This feels harsh right here. This transition from Mario to this pink feels very harsh because you actually got like this blue and this red, and it's, I don't know, this part feels harsh. But then, right, it's resolved here. And let's look at the eye. Let's do the eye, like the way the eye moves is like our vector. So like I think kind of like first goes here and then it goes here. So then we resolve this. Our eye then I think goes over here, and then this feels resolved right here. Oh my god, okay. That is going to break me. That's going to break me. It's going to not do good things to my brain. So okay, let's keep going. So seventh chords can be, oh, let's put music back on. There you go. Okay. I just whipped through all my, I just chug my coffee. So now we're going to talk about when, so when we build chords on, like regardless of thinking about intervals, just like when we build chords on scales, they're going to have these qualities. Built on re, mi, and la have a minor triad and minor seventh, while seventh chords built on T are half diminished. A diminished triad and a minor seventh. These seventh chord qualities do not change at different keys. Consequently, memorizing these qualities can be very useful. Ooh, my head. This is fun. I'm having a good time. Seventh chords can also be built on any note of the minor scale. You know, the minor scale. So here we have, so built on Da have major and are major sevenths. So major, minor. Right, so 2, 3, 6 have a minor triad and a minor sevenths. Okay. So can we memorize that? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. All right, I think I'm going to start taking notes. Let's start a new vault. Oh, it's Music Academy. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, oops. Okay. Let's just say this is 7th chords. I'm just gonna start this, and then we'll figure out these notes how they exist later. So I have a bunch of notes, and they're kind of all over the place, and I want to start homogenizing things a little bit. So I like Obsidian as a note taking thing, so we're just gonna start with that. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. I mean, not from the beginning, but just the things I really want to get right. Okay. So I want to like there are 4 qualities of 7th chords. Oh, there are 5 common qualities in 7th chords. All right, I'm gonna do. How do I make a table in Obsidian? Actually, I have absolutely no idea. That's how you do it. Okay. Quality. You're gonna do major, major. call it alt name, major chord. And then can I insert add a column to the right? We're gonna say here. So quality alt name symbol. And here we're just gonna, I'm not even gonna feel bad about just copy pasting. Oh, how do I do a format? Like a little, you know, strike through highlight code. We're gonna want a, come to the right symbol, and then we're gonna say mood, happy and jazz. Got major, dominant. I think it's a major, minor. Symbol F. Is it just an up? Obsidian, help me. Obsidian, up, format. Little number at top. What do you call the number at the top? What is that? I don't remember. Superscript. Oh, there's a plugin for that. Frick yeah. Okay, I like that. So how do you Control Alt equals? It's not working. How do I I just want to add a superscript to my community plugins. Oh, I need to enable it. Yeah, okay. F. Seven. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? Okay, sorry. I'm really struggling here. Let's just delete all of this. What happened? Why did you? Why did you do that? Okay. Like why? There we go. Okay. Weird. Oh, nope. Nope. Please, I just want to delete this part. Okay, thank you. F. 7. What? I'm gonna do this. Sub 7. There you go. I don't know why you have that too. So, all right, we've got superscripts now. It's going to be MA. Nope. MA. Why is it AM? Why is it? Why can't I just? There you go. Okay, this plugin is really buggy. I will have to say. Sub 7. Okay, we're just gonna copy this. So, Sup. Okay, this is a really, I don't like this plugin, actually. This is a really bad plugin. We're gonna do F sup sup. So this is half diminished, and then the little degree symbol is full diminished. F oh, I should this should be like that. There you go. Why doesn't it let me like okay. That was a lot. That took a lot longer than it should have. So it was happy, then it was sad and jazz, half scary, full scary. Dominant, and it was minor, half diminished, and diminished. Major seventh. Majors, okay. And this is minor, minor. Minor, half diminished. Oh no, it was diminished minor. And then goes diminished, diminished. I believe that was it. Let me verify. Diminished triad plus minor. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Then what? Okay, my keyboard is freaking out right now because apparently what is happening? Wherever I click, it's not. Okay. Something's happening to this app. I'm gonna close it and open it again. Come on. Oh. It's not what I meant to do. Music Academy. Okay. So nothing saved after what I wrote. That's okay. Major, minor. Then it's minor, minor. Then it's dim, minor, dim, dim. I'll keep it like that. Diminished. Okay, that's good. That's good for now. So let's keep those qualities there. Okay, so how are we gonna do this table? Are we even gonna get to? We might not even get to the assignments today. I just might have to be something I do on my own or something. Memorizing these qualities can be very useful. I know. We can do... Okay. So I don't know what the exact table is going to be, but let's do insert a table. I know it's going to be note. I know it's going to be... so whatever note we're in, the scale, and then can we add a column to the right? So it's gonna be note, scale, and the, what are we calling it? Quality. Okay. So the note, we're gonna start with one with a little caret. Is there a way I can like, I might just have to copy it from here. Okay. I guess this doesn't, okay. Copy to, okay, is this gonna work? That's not gonna work. We'll have to do that for now. Major. We're going to do this. We're going to have to combine these two. Can I combine these two clearly? And delete this column. Scale and quality. Oh, no, wait. Major quality. And then minor quality. Major scale. Quality. There you go. I think that'll work. Column. Minor scale quality. Okay. Major triad. Add a row below. Add a row below. Okay. So array me show la t all right. This is a major, 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 minor on so with chords built on array me and law have a minor, minor. Two, three, six. I think the fourth is a major, major. That's finished. There you go. Can we delete this row? Okay, I think there's a typo here. Seventh chords can also be built on any note of the minor scale. Example 7. Oh, wait. No. Example 7, which is in the key of G minor, contains only one seventh chord. Seventh chord built on Do and Fa have a minor triad and a minor 7. Let's do minor, minor. Mi, me, la, le. Okay. Have a major triad and a minor 7th. Seventh chord built on Mi and Le have a major triad and a major 7th. So what about 2 and 3? Wait, 3 and 6 are major, major. 2 half diminished. So Do becomes minor, minor. Re becomes diminished minor. And then Me is a major, major. So get this right. So then Fa becomes minor, minor. So Do, Fa become flipped. That makes sense to me. So is the same. La, Le, Do. So, okay. Yeah. Do, La, Le. Get flipped. So anything that's minor, minor becomes major, major. Anything that's major, major becomes minor, minor. Minor, minor becomes diminished minor. Diminished minor becomes diminished, diminished. So Re and T go down 1. Okay. Okay. We're doing it. We're connecting some dots. Yeah, we're not gonna write inversion right now. This I actually don't. I think if you Practicing all quality stuff, and that's ensuring you're fluent, then your knowledge and business will become automatic without using this process. I think this I'll figure out while I'm doing the assignments. Okay. This is going to be tricky. There are 4 assignments. We can do this. All right. I'm going to take a little break. Now I'll be right back.